It's time for another episode of the Daily Blogcast for Internet Marketing, where every day we find all the best industry blog posts and turn them into something you can listen to. Because reading is hard. Now, here are your hosts, Mark and Brian.
Hey guys, welcome to episode number 85
Beer
of the
Friday.
Daily Blogcast.
With no beer in sight for anyone.
Friday!
I've got green tea today.
I have green tea as well.
I feel like I'm letting everybody down.
Man, we're wimping out.
No, I blame you. You're the biggest wimp of all. But you know what? Congratulations, you stopped smoking.
Oh man,
I forgot all about that. And now it's on the record. So if you
Yeah, great.
relapse, all three of our listeners are going to email you.
That's horrible.
And I know who our three listeners are. One of them's Nikki Cakes, who posted on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
KJ Rocker's another one.
Yeah.
And the third one is my mom. So.
Oh no. It's great.
No, I'm just kidding. So you quit smoking. That's awesome.
Thanks for calling me out on it. I never even classified myself as a smoker.
Do you mind if I tell everybody what you smoked?
Oh God.
And it wasn't weed.
Sure.
He smoked, Brian, for as long as I've known him, almost.
No, not that long. 20 years.
Okay. So for half as long as I've known him, he smoked cloves.
On and
Clove
off.
cigarettes, also known as lung bubblers.
Yeah, I smoke like a woman when I drink.
Yeah. But we're going to get comments from women. I smoke like a woman.
Yeah. Okay.
Women smoke as well as men.
All
but anyway,
right.
so congratulations. And that was like 5 days ago, right?
Yeah.
The
March 1st.
1st. All right. Good for you.
Great.
So keep it up. Don't pick up any other vices.
Yeah.
Stop smoking pot.
I don't smoke pot either.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
I only do illegal drugs.
Although Barman said in his post that if drugs help you to be more creative, then it's okay. Just don't let them get out of your head.
Well, speaking of drugs, we're listening to some crazy trance and rave music prior to starting the show, and I thought I was like at Burning Man or something.
I know. I was missing my glow stick.
So anyhow, I have a little interesting bit of news here.
Okay, good.
This was from the San Jose Mercury News and is titled Bacon. iPhone alarm clock plugin wakes you up to the smell of bacon. That's nuts, huh?
That's weird.
Yeah, I know. And
is it a little bit of oil in there?
And it's real. Yeah, I'm sure it has like a little oil thing in there. So it
bacon
says,
oil.
In a brazen attempt to bring home the bacon, meat producer Oscar Mayer has come up with an iPhone app that doubles as an alarm clock and gives off the sound and scent of sizzling slices of pig loin and belly. Yum. According to the news reports, bacon lovers could set the alarm within the app, plug in an attachment into the iPhone's headphone jack, then lie back and get a good night's sleep until the sizzling starts and the aroma of bacon wafts, or is that wafts? Wafts from the attachment and across the pillows. And they said, with nearly 2 million mentions of hashtag bacon on Instagram, it seems people never get tired of bacon.
No.
Tom Bick, the company's senior director of integrated marketing and advertising, said in a statement, that's why our team decided to develop a device to give folks what they long for most. And you could apply online for the bacon app. It's not going to be sold in stores. Mm-hmm. So you have to actually win it.
I see.
And you have to answer some questions in there. And you go to wakeupandsmellthebacon.com for a chance to get the free device. And they'll be offering the app only through April 4th. So you could still get the app, actually, regardless of winning the actual device. But I want the device. And so I went and I tried to win it. And this is what I got in response.
Ooh, another
As
audio?
Oscar Mayer, Bacon Cut and Design Chief, it's my job to bring fine bacon to the people. Unfortunately, we've received an overwhelming number of applications, and you will not be one of the people getting a wake up and smell the bacon device today.
No.
My heart aches for you. But for more chances to win, you can submit additional applications. And if you decide to stay in touch with us, you'll be one of the first to hear about our next bacon innovation.
Yeah, so that was pretty much on that one.
Where's thanks for letting me know you were playing an audio clip, by the way, because I had to adjust the mixer and it was all super low.
I'm trying to get you excited.
You're trying to make our podcast sound all crappy.
It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, after I adjusted the mixer, but now the end stinger is going to be too loud.
Do you want me to replay
You know what? You suck. No. Hey, where's that guy from? Is he from Germany or something?
I'm not really sure.
Because I like the way he talked like this.
He looks kind of British. I thought he was.
No, he's from somewhere else. He talk about bacon.
Until then,
you
can still wake up to the mouth-watering
by
downloading the Wake Up and Smell the Bacon alarm
Wake up and smell the bacon alarm app.
He looks like the guy from Virgin Airlines.
I think I want to read the rest of the post today, like that guy. Okay. So in the news I have from Marketing Land, Facebook cuts into Google's lead as top traffic driver to online news sites. I don't know if I could do that. I actually could. Then I'll be murdered by, I don't know, some random person who hates my accent. So Facebook cuts into Google's lead as top traffic driver to online news sites. Add this to the ongoing debate over whether social or search is driving more traffic to online publishers. New data from Parsley shows that Facebook took a big bite in January out of Google's lead as top traffic source for some of the biggest news publishers on the web. The numbers from Parsley's latest authority report, a regular newsletter that aggregates data and insights from the company's content analytics platform. Parsley's network of sites sees more than 5 billion page views per month and more than 190 million unique visitors. It includes sites like Reuters, Mashable, The Next Web, Ars Technica, The Motley Fool, and others. In January, Parsley said traffic from Google sites to its network was about 38% of all referrals, down from 44% in October. Over the same period, Facebook referral traffic rose from 16 to 26%. In other words, a gap of 28% in October dropped to just 12 in January.
Oh, wow.
So there's a big slide there in like referral traffic from Facebook. So they're closing the gap.
Nice.
So the other bit of news I have, and maybe I'll read this one like that guy. This one is Obama versus the patent trolls. Hey, it's fun to say trolls like that.
Yeah.
Patent trolls.
You sound like those Russian dudes.
I know. Obama versus the patent trolls. So this is from dmnews.com, and this was actually posted a little while ago, but it's relevant because some stuff's going to go down. Help is on the way for patent troll victims. Assailing abusive patent litigation designed not to reward innovation, but to threaten inventors and companies based on questionable claims. The White House announced it had made several moves towards patent reform.
That's awesome.
Yeah, including one aimed at stemming the tide of frivolous lawsuits filed by so-called patent trolls. The Obama administration urged the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office to make changes in its rules that would require identification of an attributable owner of a patent when lawsuits are filed for alleged patent violations. Currently, the trolls, or non-practicing entities as they are officially known, hide behind shell corporations when filing suits and shield the names of the actual plaintiffs from public view. Defendants, very often marketing companies that are sued for such generally defined practices as one-touch payment systems and special QSR code uses, often settle rather than incur huge fees. So the USPTO published the proposed rule changes in the Federal Register in late January and will hold a public meeting on the subject on March 13th. The Patent Office seeks to require that attributable patent owner be identified on the filing of an application, and there is a change in ownership and when a patent is involved in a supplemental examination or proceeding before the Patent Trial and Appeal Board. So basically more transparency. Right?
Yeah.
And then the other thing is the Patent Office also launched an online toolkit to help unwitting defendants choose a course of action to fight patent infringement actions. It contains a legal background and resources to call in on patent infringement and presents advice in immediate courses of action. The USPTO, for instance, suggests that companies may not want to ignore demand letters they receive from patent trolls, since a judge can later deem that to be reckless behavior and thereafter order payment of treble damages.
Wow.
Another page provides access to sites that contain information about related cases and demand letters, as well as links to sites that offer legal aid and advice. And then finally, the Direct Marketing Association applauded the White House's initiatives to offer advice to companies on how to beat back the patent trolls. So that's actually good. And I know you know all about this, and I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this, but didn't you get some email?
I was going to say.
Yeah. What
paid
happened?
it for like 2 years.
Yeah. What happened?
They're suing me for streaming video over the internet.
Oh my God.
So it was like $1,500 to be able to get a license to stream because they own the patent.
So this was an adult site. Right?
Yeah, this was like 15 years ago.
Right. And you had video streaming and everything was going along great. All of a sudden you got an email from someone that says, hey, you're infringing on our patent.
Yeah.
Which is streaming video over the internet.
Yeah.
That
and
sucks.
They went after a ton of people, and people within our industry. I mean, it was like some of them weren't bothering. Like they're like, I'm not going to worry about it. But the legal advisors for the industry were like, you should probably do something about this. Either get an attorney or pay it. And so I was like, man, I'm not going to get an attorney.
Right.
I'll just pay it.
Right. And that's what they're hoping for.
Oh, yeah, totally. And so I did that for a couple of years. And then when I started to get out of adult, I was like, oh, man, forget it. I'm not going to pay them anymore. And they never contacted me again.
Yeah.
But at that time, they were suing schools for streaming video and stuff. Up. And I mean, this is maybe longer than 15 years ago. I'm not sure how long ago it was. But it was relatively new, streaming video, like without having to download it. And schools were rolling over left and right. They're just paying it. And you had to pay based on usage.
Yeah.
And so they're paying like crazy amounts of money.
Yeah. There was a big article on Wired about this a couple of years ago, and they talked all about this, and it's been around in the media. But one of the things that the bigger companies are doing, like with a lot of cash, like Apple, Google, IBM, those guys, they buy up all these patents, like the super generic, ridiculous patents that, the device that lets you click on a link on a page, patents that everybody would have to pay.
Hyperlink.
Yeah, exactly. So they like buy up all of these, and they have these war chests of patents. So if one company tries to sue them, they can sue them back with like 100 patents.
Wow. I
so all of these big companies I think there's even an organization where they all kind of got together, agree that they're going to do this, and then not to sue each other over, dumb shit like that. Yeah. And so that kind of actually helps. That's one way that we're kind of like reaping the benefits of that by not letting some jerk off sue us for all sorts of stupid stuff.
Yeah. And, Adam Carolla, I'm going to have to reach out to my good buddy, Adam Carolla.
Oh, you and him are friends too?
Yeah. I talk to him every once in a while.
Okay.
I call him to his show, harass him.
I see.
And I'm actually harassing, I forgot his name, but one of the people that's on his show all the time because he handles the marketing for the show. And I'm like, I want to be a part of Ace Digital.
Speaking of harassing people,
network.
I'm so glad I wasn't named in the harassment suit and the restraining order from Barry Schwartz against you.
He loves
You're
me.
not even allowed to say his name anymore, or you get fined $1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
And no more waiting outside of his house with a boombox over your head.
I'm on Barry Schwartz suspension. But I think he likes to hear me talk about him.
You do?
Yeah.
See? That's why you're nuts, dude. That's why you're a little bit nuts.
He hasn't asked me to stop.
And when you go in for the hearing and you say that, the judge will be like, you need to be evaluated.
Yeah. So I have some more news. No, just kidding. So
exactly.
But Adam Carolla is getting sued, and I think it's for podcasting.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So like a super huge suit too, because he's like the king of podcasts.
Yeah.
And so he's totally raising some type of fund he called them patent trolls too, and help fight against the patent trolls. So I'm going to send him a link and say, hey, check out this article.
Yeah, I think he's probably got lawyers that already know about all this stuff.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
He's waiting for me.
You're going to help him? Yeah, exactly. He's waiting for me.
He's waiting to hear from Brian in San Diego.
Wow, that is so messed up. See, this is bullshit. Like the fact that all of this, our patent system is broken. And the fact that all of these ridiculous patents got approved and they're even being allowed to be enforced is like ridiculous. This is like, what do they call it? Like
extortion?
Well, yeah, it's blackmail, but I'm saying, more importantly, it's like stifling, advancement of technology.
Oh, yeah. Totally. I hate that.
I hate people.
All right. Well, now we're going on to our featured blog post for today.
We have 6 minutes.
It's from searchenginejournal.com. How to find and build powerful edu backlinks.
Okay.
And this is pretty simple stuff here. So sites with edu domains typically have higher authority and they have been around for a long time and trusted, so they have quality sites linking to them.
So for people that don't know, they mean like a college, like UCSD.edu or something.
Right.
Okay.
And people in the SEO industry have always been looking for them because they carry significant weight. If you get a link from an edu website to your website, Google looks at it and says, oh, this is coming from an authority website.
They trust it.
And your rankings improve. And we all know that, Google still uses links as its number one indicator. So for as long as that's around, there's always going to be these opportunities to get backlinks and people searching out edu backlinks because they're so important. So this guy gave a number of good examples. Did I even say where I got this from? Search Engine Journal.
You did.
Okay.
Now you said it twice.
John Bell.
You didn't say the guy's name though. Who is it?
John Ball.
John Ball?
Yep.
All right.
And so you could go to Google and type in like site:/.edu, and that will bring you a bunch of edu websites.
Right.
So, but if you want to look for one within your niche or within a specific area, you would add the word and then just like internet marketing or Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And the example he gave is for a company that like has a restaurant in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and they're looking to get edu backlinks. So they did that site.edu and Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and they got a list of edu websites that have those terms in there, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. And so to actually build out those links, you would go there and you'd see if they have like a local page. And many of the colleges have like pages that say like local dining in Jackson. So you could get your website link there, and you would reach out to the college website and say, look, we have this restaurant in downtown. You'd really like it. You know, faculty members frequent it, and give some information about it. The address, of course, what type of restaurant it is, and they usually will provide a website link. So that's one way. Another way is to offer discounts to faculty and staff. So again, using the restaurant example, you would reach out to them and say, you know, we'll give you a discount. All students get 10% off if they buy here. And a lot of the universities and other government websites have a page for specific employee perks and discounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll add you to the page.
Yeah, totally, because you're offered discounts. So same thing there.
You don't even have to give the discount. When they show up, you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you know, most likely they're never going to even know about the discount, but Google will.
Aha.
So you get that link to your website on the employee perks and discounts page. You could also offer or create a scholarship. And this idea, I really like this one too. And you could design a scholarship that will, I mean, you could make it very random. Like it could help everyone with a certain GPA, and you could give out an annual scholarship. For
it'll be like 2.6845.
Yeah.
You're
well, you could even do scholarships like you have to be like cat training or cat wrestling or something. I mean, you probably can't go that crazy.
I don't think you can. I think they would frown upon that.
Yeah, but you could be very specific.
Cat training was what you came up with?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could be very specific so you don't have to worry about spending that money every year.
Yeah.
But if you really value that backlink and you have it in your budget, you might as well give out $1,000 to $5,000 for a scholarship, and it'll be prominently displayed on their website, and they'll link to your website with the information about the scholarship. But still, you're getting that edu backlink. Other things that have worked is you could interview prominent faculty and staff. So if you're writing articles or blogging, it follows the example of ego baiting. And so you would interview that faculty or staff member. Mm-hmm. You would blog about it. Maybe you'd even try to distribute it as much as you can.
Ego baiting. I like that.
Yep.
I've been saying that forever.
Yeah.
Not that term, though.
And then you would go back to the university and you would let them know, look, this is getting some good news here, and you might want to list it on your website. And they have a couple examples exactly of how, like, professor interview with in the make, and they also got a link back to the article on their website. Mm-hmm. So that was a really good one. You could also post a job or internship offer. And they said, you know, college career centers often provide links to job openings that could be pertinent to their students or alumni. It may be possible to get even more relevant here if you could find specific department posting jobs related to your industry. So everything is going to be industry related. So
sure.
That one wouldn't work with the restaurant one unless you are looking for an employee or an internship in a restaurant.
All of these seem way harder than the discount one.
No, they're all super simple. It's all follows the same.
But you have to. How do you create a scholarship? Don't you have to do something for that?
No, you would just contact the school and say, I would like to pledge $1,000 to a student that's studying marketing and has a GPA of at least 3.0. That's it.
And I wanted to link to my site called freeviagrafromindia.com.
Exactly.
And they're like, wait a second, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a marketing thing. You don't understand, administration lady.
Yeah. That worked perfectly.
Yeah.
They also have resource pages. And this, you kind of do a backwards check. You would find a university that is within your niche, and you would try to find a page where your company might fit. So on this one, the example that they gave was there's a resources page for the sustainability committee, which was the green team inside of this university. And they had an information all about environment. They wrote a blog post about environmentally friendly cars and information about it. And so then they contacted the university and said, this would be good for your resources page on your website, so you can let people know here are the most environmentally friendly cars. And they actually got a link for that.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
So wait, what? Sorry. What did they do exactly? What, in a nutshell?
This one, it was a company that was looking to promote their blog about environment. Oh my God, I cannot say that word.
I don't know. Just take a deep breath.
Electric cars.
Okay. Okay.
And so they found a page on this EDU website that had resources from the sustainability committee, which was like a green team. And there's a bunch of different resources about green building, lesson plans for teachers.
Okay.
And they reached out to the college and said, we have some great information about energy efficient cars.
Okay.
And they just linked to it. They provided a link to that information.
Okay. I got you.
So you just got an EDU one. You're not going to be selling anything on these pages. They're going to be super informative, really great content that the university will say, oh, this is great information, but there should be no selling on that, because Google will know, it's linking to your website.
I see.
You don't
I
have
thought
to
you were going to say they were going to know that you were selling it.
No.
I'm like, they don't know that.
Yeah, no. They won't know that part. That's the important part. And you could also do the 404 like bad link checkers. You could go to a university website and you could use a tool like Check My Links to find broken links throughout their website. And then you could use the Wayback Machine like we talked about before. What's that called? Archive.org? I think so. Yeah. And then you'd go to archive.org to find the old website, the old page that was up there. Just rewrite the content in your own words, put it up on your blog that's related to that type of industry or service. And then you could contact the webmaster and say, hey, you have a bad link on this website. Here's the updated information.
Yeah.
And give them the new website. So that's about it. Backlinks.
That's good.
That's pretty cool.
I really like the discount one, and the scholarship one sounds cool too.
I know. It's pretty cheap. I mean, if you have a pretty limited budget, EDU backlinks really do kick butt in terms of helping your rankings go through the roof.
I just had an idea.
Okay, we're going to start doing scholarships?
Well, yeah, I was thinking why don't we offer a scholarship and also offer, and on the same page, we can do like a free intern position thing.
We totally should.
That way, for whatever our grant is, which will totally help someone with books or whatever, then we'll also say, hey, if you're interested in a free internship where you learn how to grow your podcast to 2 listeners every day, then we'll totally sign up with us and we'll get some free labor.
That's a great idea.
And think about how awesome the person will feel like once they leave our tutelage.
Yeah.
They're going to go on to a job that's going to have them doing really successful stuff. They're going to appreciate it more because they worked here first.
Yeah, we'll teach them everything that really works in terms of marketing. But
and it's a smoke-free environment now, so there's that, because you're not smoking clothes anymore.
What happened if they're allergic to dogs?
I don't know. They're in trouble.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's another
episode. Wait till we get our new cat trainer.
The Daily Blogcast.
Student.
And we will see you on Monday.
See ya.
You've been listening to the Daily Blogcast for Internet Marketing.
Visit our site, dailyblogcast.net, where you can find show notes and links to all of the blogs mentioned in this episode.
While you're there, make sure to sign up to our free newsletter so you're notified of new episodes and get a bunch of goodies delivered directly to your inbox.
Don't forget, we need your support, so do us a favor and log into iTunes and leave a rating and a review. It only takes a minute and they'll really help us out. See you tomorrow.
See ya!